So we have below requirements. We have this requirement which says finance team or department needs to see these fields on the account page. Marketing team needs to see these fields. Customer support team needs to see these fields, and legal team needs to see these fields. And there is one field over here that says youngest opportunity, and this field needs to be seen by both finance team and marketing team, and all other remaining fields on the account can be seen by any department or users who have access to that page. So in order to achieve this type of requirements, we have to use dynamic forms. In the past, you would create multiple page layouts and arrange these fields on each page layout and assign that particular page layout to each profile. But now, since we have dynamic forms, we're going to configure one dynamic form and add sections and visibility rules so that each department sees the correct fields that they need to have access to. So let's navigate to account record, open any account record, and from there we'll navigate to the Lightning page. I'm going to click on Edit Page. And here we will check this details section. And this page currently is not a dynamic forms. So we have to upgrade it by clicking on this button. So we'll click on Next. It is asking from which page layout you want to migrate your fields and sections. I'm going to select this one and then click Finish, because that account layout, it has been our main account layout where we have added all our fields. So now all the fields are still here, but the format of the page got changed, as you can see. Now, this is called the dynamic forms, and we can add filters to it and make fields visible dynamically. So what was the first requirement? The first requirement was saying that finance team needs to have access to these fields. All right. So what I will do is on this page, I will create a section, click on this fields part, and then get this fields section. And we will drop it here. And the name of this section is going to be finance team. You can name it anything that makes sense to you, but I'm just going to pick finance team. And which fields needs to be available here? Annual revenue. Annual revenue needs to be added into that field. So I'm going to drag and drop it here. So annual revenue got removed from here into that section. Next field is billing address. A billing address. I'm going to remove it from there directly into this section. Okay, next one, shipping address. Shipping address, I'm moving it to here. Then minimum opportunity amount. Minimum opportunity amount, this one needs to be moved there, up there again. Okay. And then what's the next one? Total opportunity amount. Total opportunity amount. So I'll have to be moving these fields around. Just bear with me. Minimum opportunity amount. So we have already moved that. Youngest opportunity. Where is youngest opportunity? These are roll-up summary fields that we had created earlier. Then earliest closing opportunity. Okay, let's keep moving up, keep moving. Latest closing opportunity. Right. Total opportunity, no, total number of opportunities. Okay, We're doing great. Almost there. Upsell opportunity. Where is that field? Upsell opportunity. That's this one. Let's move that guy up there too. Okay. All right. So I like my fields to be evenly distributed. So I'm just going to move this field here from that section into this section. All right. So this is good so far. Let's save it so we don't lose our work. And then similarly, what we have to do is we have to create another section for the marketing team. All right, let's go ahead and do that. So while under the Fields tab, I'm going to drag and drop marketing section. So I'll rename this section to marketing team. And what fields we need to add there? Youngest opportunity. You see, youngest opportunity got already added into this section, but can we also add it here? So if you try to drag and drop it from here, it will get removed from here and added here. That's not what we want. Let's take a step back. And if you want to add that field again into this section, what you need to do is from this fields tab in that search box, type youngest opportunity. It appears here, and then drag and drop it. Now you have same field appearing on both sections. This is not something that page layouts, the standard page layouts support, okay? That's another benefit of using dynamic forms. Next is earliest opportunity. Same thing. Earliest opportunity is already here. We can also add that into the marketing team section as well. What's the next one? Latest closing opportunity. Latest closing opportunity. Okay. Latest closing opportunity. Let's add that here. Total number of opportunities. Total number of opportunities. And then upsell opportunity. Upsell opportunity. So the scenario is, yes, some fields that the finance team needs to see and the marketing team needs to see, they overlap. There are some common fields, but the finance team needs to see more fields. For example, annual revenue, billing, shipping, and they needs to be accessible by finance team only. So there is also another way to configure it, which I'll touch on later on sessions, but for now, this is how we're going to configure. So we have done these two teams. Let's move on to the customer support team. Similarly, we will create another section. So let's remove that expression that we typed, and then so that we can clear the search box. So if you have something in the search box, you don't see that field section appearing here. So clear the search box and then drag and drop it here. Otherwise, this field section do not appear there. Give it a name. The name is going to be customer support team. All right. And the fields that needs to appear here is, one of them is SLA. SLA, for example, this. Pop it there. Another one is SLA serial number. Okay. So as you can see, this moving up and down is not the easiest thing. So what I will do is I'll just, for example, if I need to move this field into that box too, I can just delete it from here, customer priority, right? And then instead, add it from this box. It's easier to do it that way. All right. I deleted it from this section so that I don't make it available in more than one section accidentally. SLA expiration date. This is another field that we need to move. So let's delete it from here and then we'll bring it from here. SLA expiration date. Okay. And that's it. So we added all these 4 fields into that section. And let's bring this one to the right side so that we have even distribution. We have created 3 sections. So for now, let's create the last one, which is called legal team. Right. So clear this search box and bring this section here, legal team. Let's name this as legal team. So what are the fields? The fields are ownership. Ownership is somewhere here. Ownership here, drag and drop. Employees. SIC code. And ticker symbol. Okay, this section is also configured. And save. So now the requirement is the remaining fields on this account can be seen by any other users. Okay, so what other information we have? We have this section over here. Okay, this section can be seen by any user. This section, this field can be seen, and these fields can be seen. So in this section, address information, in this address information, we don't have, right? We don't have any fields. So that's why we can just simply get rid of it. Okay, that is gone. In the additional information, we have 2 fields. This section is full, this section is empty. Let's move this field from here to here so that they are evenly distributed. And now let's also organize this part. I'm going to move some fields around so that they are distributed evenly. And days since last modified, this is like one of our custom rollup summary field. I'll move that under the system information. Okay, everything else will be kept as it is currently. Okay, we're going to save it. Okay, we're going to save it. Now the question is, right now we have configured those fields, but we haven't made that configuration so that each department sees their corresponding fields. Now, if we go back and open an account record, we should see that change. So I'm opening this account, for example, go to Details tab, and then here we see those configurations, right? And what's happening is currently this finance team section is visible to all the users. Now we have to make it invisible to other users, but visible only to finance team users. And how do we define finance team users? We define them by their profile. Let's navigate back to the Lightning page. And start configuring those filters. So again, we have to go to this Details tab. Okay. And then here, remember previously we were adding filters on the individual fields, but we can also add the filter to the entire section. So you just have to select this entire section. Okay. Then everything is highlighted here. And then you will come down here and click on Add Filter. So in order to filter by user's profile, we have to go to the Advanced tab and select the fields. Okay. So click into this box and then go down to User Type. And we will go to, from there, we will go to their profile, select this option. And from here, we will select the profile name field, okay? And we will then say if this profile name is equal to finance team, and then make this visible. We have to make sure we spell this correctly, okay? Finance team, and then click done. And then as soon as we do that, we get this icon added here. So one filter has been added. And then click save so that we don't lose our work. Similarly, we have to do the same thing on this section. This section will need to be visible to marketing team. Let's add the filter there, advanced, select, go to user, then from there to the profile, then select profile name. When this profile name equal to marketing team, then display this section. I'm not selecting the contains part because there could be other profiles that contain this marketing team name in it. And in that scenario, this section will be displayed to them too. For example, what if there is marketing team USA? If there's a profile like that, then if I select the contains option, then this section will be available, will be visible to this profile too. So in order to avoid that situation, I'm going with equal operator and spell this name, click done. One more, we have actually two more. This is for customer support team. All right, so let's go to profile and then name equals to customer support team. Customer support team. Click done. Last but not least, we have to do this for the legal team as well. User profile and name equals to legal team. Click done and click save. All right, changes are saved. Let's click on activation to see how it has been assigned. Currently, it has been assigned to org default. All right, anyone, but we can also make it default to app default. All right, let's remove this org default option. And instead, what we will do is we will make it app default. Okay, because if we do it org default, it will affect all the users. All right, that's why we're making it app default so that only particular users who uses this app get affected by that change. So we have to be careful when we do something that's org default because it can affect all the users. When you do it app default, it affects users with this who uses this particular app. All right, let's navigate back. We will navigate to, while on the sales app, we will open an account record. So here we see this information. So what just happened? You see the other part, the other filters kicked in, and those filters are hiding the other information from me because I have the admin profile and I don't have the legal, customer support, or marketing or finance team. That's why I am not able to see those sections, even though I have the system admin profile. All right, this is how we configure this. Now, if the user with the marketing team logs in, they are going to see this information plus the marketing team section. Similarly, for legal team, when they log in, they're going to see this section plus the legal team section. And that's how it works. Another thing is I want to share is that we see these changes when we are viewing an account record on the sales app. But if I view the same account record on a different app, for example, here on this tab, I'm viewing the same account on the services app. On this page, I see the old configuration, okay? Old configuration. And that is because what we have done is we have assigned that Lightning page to be the default page for the sales app only. So whatever we have configured here, these changes are being applied to account record only for the sales app. You see we have visibility rule here, here, and down here. And when we activated it, we said we want this to be app default for this app only. We didn't make it org default. If you make it org default, you will see that change on everywhere, on any app. There's also another option to make it app record type and profile. So you could change that and make it available for specific users from specific profile and record types. We can do that later on. So I wanted to share that part too. That's about how we create sections on account on the dynamic forms and add visibility rules.